Hey, welcome back to my channel. In one of my latest videos, we were talking about wheel of life, where we were analyzing your current situation in life and setting new goals and etc. And now in this video, I want to talk about being afraid of completing some goals or doing something new. Before we start talking about how to stop being afraid of doing what you want and of making mistakes, I want to ask you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, to like this video, and also to hit the button for notification of my new videos. This will help me to grow my channel and to many more people see my videos. So thank you very much if you did it, and let's start talking about the topic. In this video, I will refer to my experience with starting a YouTube channel because it was my goal, and at the same time I was really scared to make mistakes and just to do it. And I'm still afraid actually. So I will refer to this as an example. So imagine you have something like this, and you want to do something. For example, you want to start a business, or you want to, I don't know, also create a YouTube channel, and you are afraid that you will make mistakes. So here it's important to analyze what exactly you mean by saying that you are afraid to make mistakes. Which mistakes are you afraid of? So you have to be as much detailed as it's possible. For me, one of the biggest fears was to show my channel to other people, so that they will laugh at me, for example. And also when I started this channel in English, I was afraid of my mistakes in English because, well, in some of my videos I told you that I was an English teacher, and I think that, well, if my acquaintances or my friends see this video, they see that sometimes I forget some words, or I misuse them, or I don't use grammar correctly, and well, this is really not well for me. So I was afraid that it will hit my reputation, for example. So as soon as you analyze what exactly you are afraid of, it makes it a little easier to understand, because you have not just well, I'm afraid of mistakes and what else. That's just something very abstract. When you understand the exact things, you can turn them into the actions. For example, for me it was English. So every time I edit my video after I filmed it, I listen to what I was saying, and I notice the mistakes that I made. I write them down, so the next time I won't make the same mistake. Of course, it didn't help me to start exactly doing my YouTube channel, but it helps me now to overcome this fear. But of course, if we talk about the thing with me being afraid of them to see it, well, and laugh at me, for example, that I did it. Here, what comes to my mind is a very nice quote that I've heard. It's either you are successful or you are shy. So either successful or just shy. For me, it works very well, and this is some kind of phrase that motivates me to overcome such fears, because I am a very shy person, especially when I'm in the society, for example, like this. When I'm alone with the camera, it's easier for me, but when I'm somewhere outside, it's hard for me to do something. Every time I have this idea to slip away from something, For example, to film myself outside, I think either successful or shy, and it pushes me to do something. The next thing that helps me also is to remember that my mistakes are my experience. For example, I filmed a video and well, I had some kind of idea of what I wanted to look like, but as soon as I edited it or just filmed it and start editing, I see that it's completely different and it's not what I like. In this case, I have this 100% feeling that I don't want to do it and I'm not worth doing YouTube videos and so on. And then I think, well, okay, what can I learn from this? That the next time I want to create such a video, I have to have a more complete script, for example, or sometimes it is connected with the thing that I plan things wrongly. For example, I want to film the part of my day, but my day is so hectic that I don't have any time and desire to film this part of my day. So, and still at the end of the day I have an awful result, and I just want to understand what brought me to this. Of course, it's difficult. For this, you have to be stubborn, and this is one of the things that I have, stubbornness, which is both good and sometimes not good for me, so works differently, but it's good to have it actually in such cases. One more thing that I want to mention, and I believe that is essential when we are talking about being afraid of making mistakes and doing some things you really crave, but you are afraid, is that it's connected with the several things, and one of them is being afraid of death. So this is what I had, and this is my experience, because I even went to the psychologist with this request. It was one of them, that I had a really, I don't know, huge fear of imagining myself being dead. So I thought that no, it wouldn't happen to me, it's not about me, my life will never end. My psychologist told me that this is connected, so when people are afraid of death, it means that they are afraid of life. And when I heard it for the first time, I really didn't understand what it means, and I was like, what? But later we get back to this topic once again, and it was really tough for me to talk about it and even imagine. So it took me a really long time to accept it, that my life will end once. And keeping this in mind really made me I don't know the right word in English for it, but I think that I became like I had colder feelings to everything. So all my fears, other fears, like here, being afraid of making some mistakes or being the person from whom other people laugh and such stuff, it really doesn't hurt me that much as it used earlier. Only when I overcame this fear. And I'm not I'm not afraid to die, not like this, but it's more about that you accept the idea that once you will die. And imagine that so for some of us we will understand that, okay, soon my life, for example, will end. And when you understand it and you think about past and you start recollecting all those times when you were just afraid of something that was like minor thing, and start recollecting it and you're like, well, my life ends, and I was scared of that, but it could change my life completely. And well, if not change my life completely, at least this is what I craved for. It was my desire to do it, and I didn't do it. So I believe that well, the person who could be in such situations, this person would regret it very much. And I don't want to be such a person who will regret it later. That's why I decided that I have to do something, I have to make mistakes, because mistakes are my experience, and mistakes are also things that will improve my life. Because the more mistakes you make at the beginning stage, the less you will have of them later, and the more professional you will become at something. So here what I also want to add, talking about overcoming the fear of death and realizing that you really only live once, it's easier for you to risk. And here I think that when we are afraid to make mistakes and start doing something, it's also connected with the thing that we postpone our life. There is even a syndrome that is called postponing life. This is what we faced a lot before the war, and as for Ukrainians, this is what we had within the first 2 or even 3 months when the war started, because in some regions it was pretty calm, so calmer comparing with other regions. And people couldn't do anything because they thought that it's not okay. And a lot of psychologists started saying that no, this is the right time to do everything. That's why we keep having weddings, people keep giving birth, and a lot of fresh starts for everyone almost, because our lives completely changed. A lot of people changed their career, started taking up something new for themselves. And I think, and I don't think, I'm convinced that we all started doing it, because when I communicate with a lot of people, a lot of them started doing what they really wanted to do. For example, even my mom, who still lives in Kharkiv, the city is missiled every day. So there are any days without my city being shelled. And my mom opened the beauty salon where she provides services for manicures. And I am really proud of her, because it was her dream before the war, and she had this fear, the strongest fear of doing it, because she couldn't believe in herself that she will manage doing it, and so on and so on, a lot of things. And she was also very afraid of making mistakes while opening that kind of business. So, and I don't know when she did it, in May, when I traveled to Kharkiv to her. We were talking about everything, and she told me that, wow, I have so many clients despite the fact that there is war, and I even don't have enough space in my schedule. And I was like, well, why don't you start a business now with a studio and stuff? And she was like, well, yeah, maybe that's a good idea. And now it's the end of July, and she's already having her business with this beauty salon. So, well, of course, war is bad, and I am really sad that exactly the war brought us to this feeling where when we don't postpone our life, because we understand that we only live once. But still, it changed our mindset into this. And I also started my YouTube channel in English when the war started in March. And now it really sounds strange, and I even don't remember my feelings about it. But still, like I realized that no, there is no time to wait. I have to do it now if I want it. So, well, I hope that you find this video inspiring and interesting, and that some of my ideas and thoughts are like understandable for you, and that you have something to think about after watching this video, and maybe it even helped you in some cases. So there won't be any right time to make mistakes, or like just to start doing something and completing mistakes during doing this. They always will be. There always will be room for mistakes. You just have to turn your mindset into accepting that that's okay, that's your experience, and turn your mindset from being worried of making these mistakes into learning from your mistakes and not waiting for the right time. If you like this video, please let me know in the comments, and if you like this kind of videos, it really would be useful for me to know it, so I will bring some other ideas and film the videos on similar topics. And if you have some ideas of what can be filmed by me in such a range of topics, please let me know in the comments as well. And see you soon in the next videos. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like this video. Thank you, and bye bye.